everything, and thank you for joining me in my crafty little corner. I'm Kala, and I have another journal flip through that I'm going to be listing for sale in my Etsy store. This journal is very heavy. It kind of flopped over on me. Is a nice size gator mouth. I believe that it is 9 by 6 with a 2.5-inch spine. It is fabric and leather. It's fake leather, so not real. It's got a real nice gold trim, lots of lace, and lots of little dangly bits, and fabric and texture. Lots of stuff to appeal to all of the senses. This is a magical steampunk book with a lot of tarot card accents. So you could use it as a book of shadows. You could use it as a grimoire. You could use it to keep track of your tarot spreads. If you're really into steampunk, it has a tremendous amount of steampunk energy going on as well. So we might as well dig right in. I'm going to try to shake down the chains so you can see that it has these beautiful chains on them. And that might be coming off upside down. Sorry if it is. It's held together with lace and a big black double bow with silk organza and satin. So let's just open this little puppy up. The whole front cover is a stitched, gorgeous steampunk look. And I think this is a steampunk tarot. This is a old, out-of-print kit that I bought quite a while ago, and I had pieces left over and wanted to do a book just dedicated to it. So let's just pop right in there. This has some Tim Holtz paper and cardstock in it. It has, by the way, 2 signatures. This is some decoupage napkin. I don't know if you can see, but it's 2 intertwining snakes with some deep red roses. Lots of lace. This has a real pretty, this is part of that kit, the original scrapbooking kit. And I just love it. I wish they had not discontinued it, but life moves on, I guess. Decorated with a lot of coins and a lot of steampunk gears and whatnot. It flips open, and I put a lot of gold leafing trim on it, on the journal as a whole, as a very pretty picture of a steampunk woman. That just slides shut. This has a big double pocket. I know that if you've watched my channel before, you've heard me talk about the postcards that are available at the Historical Society. This postcard, I think, is from the 1960s. It's original. It's not a photocopy. It's not a print. Also, I have some old pieces of I don't know what that is, but I think it's an old postcard. I got it at the same place, so I assume that it is from the same place. I don't think it's a photocopy. This is a photocopy, but it was pretty and it matched, so why not? Lots of pages for journaling. This is actually a tarot kit that's available on Etsy, and I will list that down below. It is not my kit. This is the cover of the inside first page of a beautiful book that I had. So I thought it was worthy of keeping. Altered paperclip. A little flip out with some extra pages that can either be ripped out or written in as it is. I was trying to put it on upside down. There we go. This is a cellophane waxed bag that I have also run through and printed. It's really nicely textured. It has a little flip open lock here. Very decorated. I know that I've done a journal or a video on how to make these little flippy windows, but I just wanted to show this tag the way that it is, and it's all the nice steampunk metaphysical. Pop that back in there. And that card slides under that card and holds it and keeps it shut. This is held together with a magnet. It is an altered envelope. Also has some of the original cards in it. Even though this is very heavily decorated, I think you could easily add your own personal touch to it. I've left a lot of spaces that are open so that you can put whatever you want in it. This is the altered envelope window here. And very pretty card. Again, it's one of the original scrapbook kit cards. And some pretty lace. This is out of a travel magazine. I thought it was really beautiful and very fitting for this. And I backed it with some coffee dyed paper, and this is over top of a rice paper. And you can see, I hope you can see, it has a lot of gold foiling on it. Let me bring that down a little bit just in case. It's a steampunk accents. Again, the front page of another book that I just thought was beautiful, and then it's very old. I think this is from like 1893, so I backed it with some coffee dyed paper just to make sure that it didn't crack and fall apart with age. This is a little flip out journaling spot, and here we have an envelope spread full of all kinds of goodies. Everything is rose, what do you call it? Rose gold inked and foiled. Lots of journaling space here. Another card and a card inside of that. More of that magazine. I just thought that magazine had a lot of gothic pictures. It was just beautiful. More journaling space. This is again another card within a card. That just pops right off of there. Journaling space. And the back is a great big giant card, which I love. Turning the page, we have some nice grays and purples and an embossed and gold highlighted, rose gold highlighted embossing. And this has a very pretty little, well, first of all, it has an altered paper clip, an actual tarot card out of a kit, out of a tarot card set, and a nice card for journaling. We have a couple different cards. The other half of that cellophane bag with a giant card. And this is a piece of Tim Holtz cardstock. More of that beautiful tarot paper. I thought it was absolutely beautiful. And I do frequently put it in Book of Shadows and different kits that I do use. This is coffee dyed. I think this is tea dyed paper. Piece out of that book. Another great big card for journaling. And when you flip it over, it also folds down. It's all about that journaling space. I'm fairly certain that I did a video on doing the alcohol inks and making cards. This is texturally just really, really interesting. Lots of layers and depth as well, and it's firm enough. It has such a hard backing that you could very easily journal or use as a frame for a picture from something very special. And very pretty paper. It's one of my favorite kits. I just wish they kept making it. Another altered envelope, and the little coin spins that way. And this has this big rose, and so on the inside I found a book of poetry, and this one was a rose poem, and on the back is a poem called Kisses. I thought that was very, very pretty. This is the second part of the second part of the journal. This is also a decoupage napkin. I always put a little trifold in just about every one of my journals. So you can see that this one opens this way. Let me scoot over a little bit because it's pretty long. Yeah, are we good? We're good. So we'll just start over here. It has 2 windows. When you pull out the card, you can see the back of the paper matches, but also when it's in there, you can see these cute little, what are they, butterfly? Oh, I think that's a bee. A bee and a carousel horse. On the back is some cards. Oh, and I think I pulled out this card to look at for some reason, and I didn't put it back in, so I'll put that back in. So it is missing a card. We have a little cellophane bag with another tarot card in it. And then we have the largest of the envelopes that has some journaling paper in it with gold foil and stamping. And it does open like that. You have plenty of room back here for journaling as well. I have a little tuck space here. Another one of the cards from the kit and a receipt. Get in there. And some more steampunk gears. Another really large journaling card with some dyed paper. It's a key. This is a page out of an antique collection book, and I believe this focused on trivets, but I thought the trivets were so pretty and so archaic that I went ahead and I wanted to use something like that. This has 2 tuck spots. It has a little butterfly tuck spot. Get back in there. And also a card from the kit. Little doily. Very pretty altered safety pin. This is one of the larger of the cards out of that kit. Sorry, it was kind of sticking there. So pretty background. It's just such a beautiful steampunk collection. A little window card, and you can see it has lots of little things in there. Gear, a little tiny key, a little diamondette. This has an itty bitty teeny tiny little card right there. My bucket list, love that. And a very, very old picture. Okay, I pulled that. So sorry. I pulled this card out as well, and I do see I'm looking across the room at it. This is a altered paper clip with a very pretty Live Your Dream token. And in this I put a fabric decoupaged fabric and tissue paper envelope. And this does not have anything in it, but it's for you to fill. Whenever I sell my kits, I always, or my journals, I mean, I always include a kit that has lots of extra ephemera, lots of pages and pictures. You know, I try to gather any leftovers from any kit that I use, and I put it all in there, and I put in a little special baggie of some sort, and I never know what I'm going to make at the time. This has a couple little cards in it. These are actually very old game cards from the 1950s. Really, really cute. Picked that up at a flea market, so I always try to put one or two in each one of my anything that I make that's like the steampunk or old. It doesn't matter. So what I try to do is put a little kit together that I send out with any journal that I make, so that you have extra ephemera, extra pieces of paper, lace if I use specific lace. This is a nice little corner tuck with a little card. Whoops. It just slides in there, but you can also fill that pocket with a lot of other stuff as well. This is my window die cutting. I love this. The little window's open, and also the card does slide out. More journaling spaces. I didn't mean to throw that. So I do have to find I've got my two cards, but they're too far away to go get. So I will tuck those back in, because I always do a walkthrough before I ship out. This is the Empress, and this is another card from that kit. I do believe that this envelope is a little freebie from Artie Mays. So I just love her envelope, so I wanted to put that in there. And then it has a long journaling card with all kinds of old instruments for sewing or surgery. I'm not sure which, but I thought that was very cool. And this is the end of the second signature. Here we have yet another really large card for journaling, and more of that Tim Holtz really pretty old style paper. And that just slides right in there. You can also put any sort of stationery. You can put pictures in there. Got lots of space. So this, again, is a pretty large gator mouth. You can tell that it's full of a lot of lace and piecey parts and little hanging dangly bits, which just make the journal a journal, you know, makes it a junk journal. So I will leave you with that. Thank you for joining me this evening, and I hope you guys all have a great night. I will leave all the links that I can down below. Please subscribe, and I'll see you again soon.